It's Shirley MacLaine as an angel. What's not to love? I'll be honest, Heavenly Christmas is not the most perfect film I've ever seen. And for the first 20 minutes or so, I did feel like it was quite boring and wasn't going to be that interesting. But when it flips and finally gets into what the narrative is actually about, I feel like it becomes a lot more enjoyable and really quite addictive. I really wanted to know how it ended. I wanted to enjoy the story but see how it concluded because I had no idea which direction it was going in and what it was going to do. And I won't spoil it. I won't tell you how it ends. But I will read the narrative out from IMDb. So this was released in 2016 and it's directed by Paul Shapiro, written by Gregg McBride, stars Kristin Davis as Eve and Eric McCormack as Max, who is brilliant, and of course Shirley MacLaine as Pearl, and I'll talk about Pearl in a moment. So I'll read the description from IMDb. This is spoiler free. So, upon her untimely death, a workaholic, that's Eve, who never put much value into the joys of Christmas, finds herself recruited to be a Christmas angel and is assigned a hard luck case that she accidentally falls in love with. So, she dies in a way that definitely wouldn't have killed her. She slips and falls on a slippery floor and bangs her head, and definitely wouldn't have killed her, probably wouldn't have even given her a concussion, but let's not argue about that. She meets Pearl, this angel, and she finds out that she has to go back to Earth in the week leading up to Christmas to help fulfill somebody's Christmas wish. And I think that's really lovely, and it's a beautiful story. And she's helping to fulfill the wish of Lauren, played by Jaeda Lily Miller. And Lauren's living with her uncle, and her uncle Max. And Max is going through quite a hard time himself as well. And Eve gets to meet him and talk to him. By coincidence, they'd already had a previous encounter, but they didn't know each other. And she comes back down to Earth in her angel form, but she looks perfectly human. Nobody can tell the difference. And she gets to know Max, and she spends time with Max and Lauren, and obviously she's going to grow attached to this family. And I had no idea how that would resolve itself, because she has to spend time with them in order to grant this Christmas wish and to fulfill her duty. But if she grows fond of the family and if they begin to like her, how is she going to just disappear back into being an angel? I had no idea what I was going to do, and I'm personally very pleased with how it concluded. I found it to be a very satisfying ending for what I was looking for. So that's something that I definitely thoroughly enjoyed. Jaeda Lily Miller as Lauren is a brilliant young actress. I believe she's done several other Hallmark Christmas films that I've seen. She did Christmas in Evergreen, which is one of my favourite Hallmark Christmas films, and a couple of others, some of which I've still to see, but she's brilliant, she's really good. I have no complaints about this at all. As I said, maybe the first 20 minutes I could have a little whinge about. I feel like it just took too long to set up, and while one could argue that we need to get to know this workaholic's personality before she dies, so we can understand why she's being given this mission, I feel like it was blatantly obvious, and didn't need quite so much setup, because it did get to the point where I thought, have I read this narrative description incorrectly? Because I was watching it on Amazon Prime, and there's obviously like a 1 or 2 sentence spoiler-free synopsis, usually spoiler-free synopsis. And when I was watching it, I thought, this can't be right. They must have got the wrong description for a film with maybe the same or a similar title. But no, it was correct. It just took a while to get there. But I think it was worth the wait, and I was genuinely moved. I was moved by this film. I really felt it, and thoroughly recommend it. I think the casting's brilliant. Everybody works well together on screen. I have no issues with it. It's really good. Definitely recommend it. As I said, I watched it on Amazon Prime. If you get a chance to watch it, maybe give it a go. I think you'll like it.